Hey everyone, welcome back to Garden Mess. I garden in Zone 8B in Northwest Louisiana. Let's see what's going on in my garden today. I am going to start cutting the roots of this crepe myrtle. And the reason why is because I took out those roses that were in the front yard and I need something to go there. And so this is quite big enough. I think that it'll be very pretty over there. And it's not in the rose family. It does have aphids of some sort, so I will be spraying it as well, but not until after it gets established again. I'm not going to mess with it. I might scrub it with a toothbrush before, just to get the bugs off, but I'm not going to spray it until it gets established. That way it doesn't have too much to have to deal with when it's, it's going to go through some shock, and I don't want to put any pesticides on it, but I will use a soap and water and a toothbrush because it's not very much. It's not a lot right there. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to move my fountain and make me some space and start digging around there. And yes, there is power, but it's been disconnected, so it's not a risk. Well, I'm not going to get that fountain moved any further. It has so much water in it, and I have some plants that I can't step around it, so I'm going to try to dig this out without moving it any further. Wish me luck. Alright, I got it out. It's not a real big root ball. It wasn't too difficult. I just didn't want to rip too much of its major roots. Anyway, I'm going to go find me a bucket to put it in so I can carry it without it losing too much of its soil. Alright, I've got me this little barrel. Let's go to the front yard. I actually changed my mind about where I'm going to put it. We are going to put it out by the bench. I just decided that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to put a tree of some sort out there, and I'm hoping that the crepe myrtle, it only grows 10 to 12 feet tall, so I don't know if it's going to be enough to give it shade, but I am going to put it behind the bench, I believe. I think I'm going to put it right there. Well, not right where it's at, but behind it. This is going to be so tedious. This mud is so thick. And there's a tree root. And I can't think of where that tree root would have came from. Maybe one time there was a tree there that before we moved in, but that would have been like over 15 years ago. Anyway, I'm going to dig this hole and then I'll start up again. All right, I got it in the ground. Hopefully I did it well. I'm going to water it in. It looks good. It looks straight. And so I'm going to water it in and then step down around it again. But wow, that clay has never seen any other soil. It was thick and like putty. It was actually quite terrible. Ooh, but you see how the wind's blowing it? I'm probably going to have to stake it until it can get rooted in. So let me get the hose and get that taken care of. Nothing better than coming inside after being outside working in the heat and having a big bowl of watermelon. Yummy. I grew it. Okay, now that the sun has gone down some, it's later in the afternoon, you can see where I removed the crepe myrtle and where I've got my red cabbages planted. And let's go check on the crepe myrtle out front. Oh, well, let me show you this. So this is the red fountain grass, not the purple fountain grass, but the red one. And those plumes are looking so good. I'm so tempted to cut some and take them inside and make a floral arrangement. I won't be planting that there again though. My bee balm might be blooming soon. Ooh, hey, did you see that salamander? Whoa. My roses are having another flush. Something happened to my butterfly bush. I think too much water, actually. The soil is moist under there, so I moved the drip irrigation out. Not too sure what's going on with that. There is a little bit of green left right there and right there, but oh boy, I don't know what happened to it. All my other butterfly bushes look good. So there's a hummingbird. I gotta be really still. Well, that's one thing for hummingbirds. They're not lazy, that's for sure. Because he could have gone to that hummingbird feeder out there, but he chose to feast on the flowers. Huh. Normally we miss that, or I see them, but then they disappear. Look how full this is. Oh my. When you're planting in the spring, even though I did go by the size of the plants and the size that the label said, and I think I did a pretty decent job where nothing was really crowding, overly crowding one another, but they are definitely keeping the soil covered, which is a positive. And see where the soil's not covered, and look what's growing. Was it chamber something? I forget, chamber weed. I forget what this thing is called. Yep, really, really, really full. And you know what? I have to say, without those rose bushes, I kind of like it. I don't think I'm going to plant anything super tall. I think I'm going to keep everything about 3 foot or smaller. All right, we came out here to see the crepe myrtle. That catmint's pretty popular in my house. My kitty cats are loving it. And the vitex is having another flush of blooms. What are they sleeping? Are they sleeping? What are they doing? Just hanging upside down? Got a pretty little jacket on him. Those other bees are different. They're not really moving around though. Sorry, it's getting blurry. Well, maybe they're sleeping. Or they're maybe drunk on pollen, I don't know. Not sure. I need to get these spent blooms cut off. That way it can focus more on its new blooms. All right. Scott just cut the grass, so it's a little shorter. Okay, oh wow. It's looking pretty shocked. Hopefully it'll perk back up tomorrow. Oh my gosh, y'all. What in the world? Oh, there, it's in focus now. What is that? It's huge. Ugh. I wonder if that's what's eating all my stuff. So this Crape Myrtle has really pretty bark. It almost has a reddish coloring to it. And the leaves stay this nice purple color. But right now, you really can't tell because I pulled it up. Oh, I hope it does well. Thrive, little guy, thrive. Because I think you're going to be pretty right there. All right, we'll check back on it in about a week. Give you an update, see how it does with its transplant. If not, I'll go buy me another one. I've only had it for a year, so it's already grown, doubled its size in a year. So it won't be too bad if I lose it. A little update on the butterfly bush that we transplanted back here. I think it's a Miss Ruby or Miss Violet. No, it's Miss Ruby. It's gotta be. Anyway, or I'll have to look it up. I always forget. I need to get me some nice, pretty plant tags. But it's doing really well. It has filled out a ton. It is loving life back here. Doesn't get too much water. It also gets a little bit of shade. I mean, it gets filtered sun, but mostly sun. So after like 12 o'clock on, it gets sun until about this time of day. It's doing good. I've been checking all my carpet roses, and I haven't noticed any rosette disease on these roses at all. They look really good. I'm gonna come deadhead them. I lie. Oh no. Do you see what I see? No. Oh no. I have to go over there and check now. I'm gonna have to go check. That looks like rosette disease. That looks like rosette disease. Oh, that's going to be such a big bummer. But you know what? I also have to look at it like this. It could very well be that, you know, I have to just plant new things. And so sometimes change is good. Now, where did I see that? Oh, I don't want to get eaten up by mosquitoes. Oh boy. I think I need to go on the other side. All right, can I get through here? Well, shoot. All right. Ugh. All right, is it? Yes, yes it is. Darn it. we've got to, I gotta get that cut out. Aw, look at that. Oh well, okay, well, can't do it tonight. Big jump. Can't do it tonight, but tomorrow it's on the chopping block. Oh, but look at my dahlia. Ugh. My dahlia. It fell over. There's the end of it. It fell over and it found some sunlight and it's blooming. It's pretty. Well, that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna go inside and finish up the day. Just wanted to give you a little update on the crepe myrtle that we removed and transplanted over by the bench. And I guess I spoke a little too soon about that rosette disease. Well, that's okay. It'll make more room for maybe some vegetables to go in the landscape, like maybe I'll put my blueberries there, because that would be a really great spot for the blueberries. All right, y'all, have a good one. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and until next time, enjoy your day in the garden. Be blessed, y'all. Bye-bye.